The Guyana Fire Service is investigating the death of a Venezuelan man who perished in a fire at a house in Lot G, Plantain Walk, Port Joint, West Bank, Demerara. He was identified as 47-year-old Richard Jose. Richard, who worked as a carpenter at the house which caught fire, was trapped inside. Reports are that the deceased, who was in the top flat of the building, was found with a foot through the window as he was attempting to escape the fire. Bernadette Gordon, who resides in the United States, owned the house. She said she got up to use the washroom when she saw the blaze.
But I got up to use the bathroom but 2:30, and it's a habit outside. I don't know if my sister do it. When we use the bathroom, we just peep out to see what's happening in the street. And I saw this big blaze reflecting against one of my cousin's house. So I opened my front door and run down the step to see where this blaze was coming from. I thought it was coming from the next yard, but then when I go down to the bottom of the step and look at the side of my yard, it was coming from the corner of my house in the back. But when I opened the door to come out, the vacuum, the air mixed with the fire. And that is where the guy got gas with the, it was so much soot, he could not come out. People even put ladders trying to help the guy to come out. His foot leave at the window where people was he was trying on his own to come out, but he could not because the soot had already hit him so hard. The loss that I lost cannot compare for someone's life. That is a material thing. I am not a material person. My heart goes out to the people. Even though this man is a Venezuelan, my husband is also Venezuelan. So I have a connection with them in many ways. It was nothing in the house. The house was raped before I came here.
She told reporters that she came to Guyana to do some repairs to the house. As a result of the fire, the first floor of the building was destroyed.
I could have lost a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old. And if I did not call my niece at 10 o'clock last night to get her 2 children, they would have been gone too. You see the man that is there? He could testify. He been riding me around for 3 days now. This is where I sleep since I came to this country. I've been sleeping here. But by these people coming after they leave Georgetown to work inside of the house there, I want my presence to be there with them. But the vacuum of me opening the door and the oxygen flying and the fire was in the back. But for me opening the door, everything rushed to the front when the air come in. So I could not go back up the step, but the guy was trying to get out the window, but he couldn't.
Delon Daniels, an occupant, told reporters that he heard the dogs barking around 3, and when he ventured outside, he saw the blaze.
We see the big fire, the most we could do was get them cars out of the way. Nobody couldn't walk through the truck because the flames was right on the side and the back. So we could take some water and we start wet the house and wet in the veranda. So
he was high in praise of the Guyana Fire Service. Up to news time, the origin of the fire was still to be determined. This was the second person to have lost their life in the first week of the new year in a house fire.